So it's a year later after our last Best of Wine Tourism Award ceremony at Waterford. Today we're excited to reward our wine industry for service excellence on all levels with the Great Wine Capital's Best of Wine Tourism Awards. We've also combined this particular event with the Cape Winelands District Municipality Mayoral Tourism Awards, which I think is a great synergy. We're awarding people on all levels, which commends what we are actually offering. It's encouraging to hear from winners that they actually look at the judging sheet, they try and improve in all the aspects, they try to win. And we see it in the staff as well, and that's why we want to commend these individuals. We want to start with Portia Festus, KBB. I'm going to read what the judge's comments were while she comes to the stage. Not only is she very friendly and helpful, but she remembered our visit from a year ago, and that one of our gentlemen in the party had the designated driver enjoyed a tea tasting while the other visitors had wine. Portia did not actually serve the group that year, but she was just at reception, but she remembered this. Well done. So we'll start with the Best of Regional category winners. I'd like to emphasize that, just to clarify, that the Best of Wine Tourism Awards is regional. We don't compete internationally. So there's category winners in each city or member city, and then there's an overall winner. The overall winner selection is quite rigorous and tough. It's becoming tougher and tougher. We'll start with accommodation, Washington Estate. Washington is a welcome new addition to the scene. The staff were very friendly. The staff made a point of telling the guests or the judges where to go, what else to do. The rooms were beautifully appointed and very good value for money. Well done. In architecture, landscapes, Cavalli, Wine and Stone Farm. Our judges feel that Cavalli's position in the landscape is perfect, it complements the landscape. The parking and reception is superior, attention to detail, the green building, not only the vertical garden, and the garden's been developed very well. Innovation in wine tourism experiences, creation, well done again. First, the website, enough to make you curious. The guests have so many options. You can find something you really like. Tapas pairing, tea pairing, blind pairing, kids pairing, secret pairing, brunch pairing. They really think of everything. Guided walks. They want to create something different, and they're opening the doors to innovation. According to the judges, this is really an innovative experience that's one of its kind in the Winelands. Well done, Karen. And your team. Sustainable wine tourism practices, Valera. I have a long list here that was compiled for me to read. There's so much happening there in terms of recycling, rehabilitation. I don't know where to start. Well done. So. Wine tourism service, Lombard Estate. Very welcoming, recognized old friends. There's new people in the tasting room, outstanding, seamless, and they're also told what to do on the farm, which is very commendable. Then our overall winner, Del Aircraft. First, for art and culture, secondly, for wine tourism restaurant. Starting with art, our judge says, a treasure trove of modern and contemporary South African art. There are great works in the collection and they add enormously to the quality of the visit. A small pamphlet with images, which is new, and information about some of the works. It's important that the private collection is not static. Mr. Graaf supports contemporary South African artists and the moving away from the sense that art is there for decorative purposes. In terms of the restaurants, Telegraph should get it as a main restaurant, is very good, and Indochine not far off. So they have two great offerings. Consistently high quality evidence of ever more improvement in terms of visitor flow and experience. Almost seamless and very, very attentive. Food quality has risen to new heights and is once relaxed and of fine quality. Very good and engaging wine steward. Roxanne. Johan, would you like to?
This is, of course, a wonderful honor and, of course, unexpected. I think it's a fabulous initiative, and I have to extend my thanks to you for the brand and support from the Winelands municipality, and Andre for the fabulous work you do with great wine capitals of the world. This kind of thing acknowledges what we do, and it's an interesting story is we had a young lady come and she was doing an MBA luxury branding, and she did an internship with us. A French young lady, she was doing a luxury branding MBA from a well-known Parisian university, and she came to South Africa and she spent the best part of 10 months here. And in fact, her family owned a very well-known wine establishment in Burgundy known as Domaine Jacques Brier. A lot of you are familiar with it. And she was completely and utterly blown away by the tourism offering that South Africa presents to foreign tourists. So much so that she decided to write her thesis on tourism, wine tourism in this country, and she was going to devote the rest of her career teaching and training French establishments on how to improve their particular offering, because she thinks they produce great wine, but they're pretty dismal when it comes to promoting their establishments. So clearly we're doing a great job, and Andre, thank you to you and to Pep Winelands for this initiative, because it really is an acknowledgement of what we do. And my congratulations to all the award winners, and I'm very proud to be the recipient of this. Thank you.
I judged innovation this year at the Great Wine Tourism Awards, and what was incredible to see was how everybody has come to the party to really offer something different. And traveling to France and Spain and Portugal recently, what South Africa's got to offer is something really unique.
Yes, I judged the restaurants category in the Best of Wine Tourism this year. I've done it for the last 5 years, I believe. South African restaurants in the Winelands are incredible, and they really are often the leaders in South African cuisine and in the space. And I think what they do really well is the hospitality side of eating out, dining out, which is the key. I always say you can have great food and you can have great wine and a great location, but the human element, the hospitality, is really what drives a great restaurant.
Okay, Great Wine Capitals 2015, another great luncheon award ceremony. Wonderful to be part of awards handed out to newcomers, new winners, in particular Creation Wines, Telegraph, Valera for their wine drives or game drives, and many, many more. I think we are proud participants in the Great Wine Capitals since the very first one in 2006, when we won the inaugural award for the International Tasting Room of the Year. And ever since then, our staff have been motivated to be part of that. So today, one of our staff, Alex Hughes, picked up a judge's commendation. He's a student at Stellenbosch University, and like most students, we can't always rely on them. But I think the day the judges arrived at Waterford, he actually pulled out all the stops. So well done to him, and we're proud to be part of Great Wine Capitals as Waterford Estate.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Martin from Creation Wines, and we're very proud to have won the Innovation Awards for the Great Wine Capitals of South Africa. Just such a fantastic team that I work with, and I think what was really fantastic is that the judges came a couple of times, sometimes on secret visits, and we didn't know when they were coming, we didn't know who they were, and my team just really come to the party, and we work so hard at creating new wine experiences for people.
Okay, this award for Dallaire is important because it's a culmination of 7 years of hard work. We put a lot of time and effort into training our people to be receptive to visitors, to ensure that we give a fabulous guest experience, that people enjoy their visits to the estate. And on all fronts we work very hard and we strive for excellence.
If you look at a lot of the work we're doing is also in Africa, and there is a market just waiting for South African wine entrepreneurs, business people to take this awesome product into Africa, right product and reasonably priced. Because right now you've got entry-level brands in Africa at top-end prices, which is not the best way, I think, to fight share of throat.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need to refresh, reignite, and reimagine.
You're lovely.